Hello, my desktop publishing students. This is part 2 now of your file management. And remember I said we just left off where we want to now create a folder called expenses in our folder called Park Project. Okay, so all that's up on the desktop right here on your address bar is work 1. All right, so now we can't see anything, but remember, let's go to name. Click on name. And you have your folders at the top, and then you have your files. If you click on name again, you sort from Z to A to Z, Z to A, and so on. So now you can see Park Project, so double click on Park Project. Now, check your address bar. Are you in Park Project? You should be. All right, so right click, go to New Folder, and you're going to type a folder called Expenses. All right, press enter, and now you should see your new folder called Expenses, so that's good. All right, now we're going to go back to work 1, and remember I said use your address bar, click on work 1, and you're back in work 1. All right, I want to choose the file called logo. All right, let's just review. Let's go to view, let's go to list, just so it makes it easy for you. All right, so there's logo. I've got logo. Hold down your control key, and I want to take goose. All right, so let's go to goose. Where's my goose? Here it is. Go to goose, and I want functions. Okay, so there's my functions, and I want employee table. Employee table. There's my employee table, and I want people. All right. So hold on here. I didn't want to go that direction, but I did. And I got to get people here. All right, there's my last file, people. All right, so now what do I want to do? I want to go Control C to copy. And now I want to go to my expenses folder. So I'm going to go back to work 1. I'm going to go back to view because I lost my view there, and I'm going to put on details. So put on details, and now I can see Park Project, right? So go to Park Project, and then go to expenses. So now check your address bar. The last one should read expenses. Make sure it does. All right. And now right click and paste. And there's all the files that you copied and you pasted them into your expenses folder. Okay. All right. So now it asks us to create another folder in Park Project. So go back to Park Project in your address bar. You're in Park Project. You have a folder called Expenses. All right, so now make sure there's nothing selected. Right click, go to New Folder. And this time it's going to be called Revenue. So type in Revenue. All right, and press Enter. So now we have a folder called Revenue. Okay, so this time go use your address bar again. Go back to work 1. And we want to select the following files, all right? So click on discussion once. Click on discussion once here. Okay, I've got discussion. Hold down your control key. I want firework. And click on your control key exterior. There's exterior and stove. So I'm going to come down here and go to stove. And there's stove. And motivate. All right, motivate. So random selection because you use the control key. Go Control C to copy. And now it says go to work 1 and go to Park Project. Check your address bar. Does it read Park Project? Now go to your revenue folder. Does it read revenue? Yes. Now right click and paste. All right, so we've copied all those files there. So this time, we've got that all done, so that's good. All right, so now what we want to do is we're going to delete the file called Firework. So click once on the file called Firework, and that's in your Revenue folder. So make sure you're in Revenue, you're on Firework. Okay, so now press the Delete key, and it's gone. All right. And it's gone to your recycle bin, and as I told you, we'll come to the recycle bin later, but not just yet. All right, and also the file called Goose. Name the file. So we have to go to Park Project. So go to Park Project in your address bar, and there should be a file, and go to Expenses. So we're supposed to go to Expenses, all right? So go to your Expenses folder, check the last one on your address bar, and there's Goose, okay? And now we're supposed to rename it Gooseberry. So right-click and rename. Now, you're in edit mode. Remember the outline tells you it's edit mode. Click at the end of Goose and type in berries, B-E-R-R-I-E-S. Press enter, and it now has a new name, and that's exactly what you wanted. All right, so now it says to us, create a folder called Sales in the folder called Spreadsheets. All right, so go back to Work 1, and there's your Spreadsheets folder. So double click on it, and you can see Spreadsheets in the address bar. All right, now we want to make a folder called Sales. So right click, New Folder, and we're going to type in Sales. All right, and press enter. Okay, so now we've made enough folders that I think you're familiar with that, or you should be pretty good. So we're going to close out of File Explorer. That's what this is called, your File Explorer. Now click on the X up here to close out of File Explorer. So now it asks you to go to Word. Okay, so I'm going to go to Word. And now I'm in Word. And the first thing, make sure you've got your Show and Hide on, and you should know that. And put on your no spacing, okay? And it asks me to type in the words roof repair. So type in roof repair. Okay, roof repair. And then it said put in $500. Okay, so put in $500. You can press enter if you want. Now we're going to save it. So go Control S to save it. And I asked you to save it in the Expenses folder. So first of all, we've got to go to Browse. We want to go to your U drive. So I'll go to my U drive. You go to your U drive. Go to File Management. We want to go to Work 1. And then we want to go to Park Project. And then we want to go to Expenses. So check your address bar. I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger here. All right, so Park Project, Expenses, make sure the taskbar reads Expenses. Now, you already know this. Roof repair is in the file name box. So remember, click in the file name box, press your home key, type in your first name, and put in the current date for you, whatever it happens to be. No commas, no periods in your file name. All right, and click on Save. So I've saved it in there. That's fine. Now I asked you to go Control End, E-N-D, so you go to the end of your document, press enter a couple times, and now I want you to go to Insert, Quick Parts, and this is a check. Okay, go to Field, Document, Information, File Name, Add to Path, and say OK. Now you should see my U drive, File Management, Work 1, Park Project, and Expenses. So you know if you've saved it in the right place, if you can see that, and what you called it. My name, the current date for me, and roof repair. And then remember, Shift Home and size it down. 1, 2, 3. All right, now go Control S to save. So you've now got that one saved in the appropriate place. Okay, so now we're going to stop here for 1 minute. Okay, we're back here and we've finished this assignment. I'm going to close it out. We've saved it. Make sure you've gone Control S to save. And now go File, Close. All right, so now I've got the next assignment ready, and it is Start Microsoft Word like we have, and it said type in the sentence. The Find dialog box is opened the same in Microsoft Word as it is in Microsoft Excel. Okay, you may have done this before, you maybe haven't. So we're going to go Control Home, and now it says use the Find dialog box that we're going to find the word in. Okay, so go Control, and this is easy, F for find. And now do you see your navigation pane comes up here? Type in the word in, I-N. And you see it found, you can see with the yellow, it found all the I-N's, whether it's I-N in the word find or it's I-N by itself, but it found all the occurrences of the word in. So very easy when you need to find something. And this is the same in Word and Excel. So go Control F to find, and then it will look for your work. Okay, we are to save this file. So we saw that work. We can close out your navigation pane now. And we want to save this. So go Control S to save. We're going to go to Browse, and we are supposed to save it in our folder called Work 1. So first of all, we want to go to your U drive. We want to go to File Management, and you see Work 1. So check your address bar. Make sure it reads Work 1. All right, so now it does. Now, this time, click in your file name box. We don't want to use any of those words. I want you to type in. Now type in your name as usual, put in your current date for you, okay? And then you're going to call it Exercise 1, Word Find. Okay, so Exercise 1, Word Find. All right, so now save it. And we're finished with that, so now we will go File, Close. All right, I'm going to stop here because I'm almost out of time, and then I'll come back and continue on with part 3.